Namaskar. We are welcoming Dr. R Elangovan sir. Welcome sir on our podcast. He's like a yoga education pioneer to our India. Thank you so much for coming sir. Thank you so much. We feel so blessed to have you कि सर IYE से भी जुड़े हैं और चेन्नई सर्दर्न पार्ट ऑफ जो इंडिया में बहुत सारा योगा एजुकेशन पर बहुत अच्छा वर्क किया है सर ने बहुत सारे रिसर्च पेपर्स पीएचडी स्टूडेंट्स को भी हेल्प कर रहे हैं and I think more than 30, 40 books he have written, more research papers he has helped. So we welcoming you, sir. And sir, yoga journey, sir.
Good morning to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to be platform to share my experiences and journey in yoga. Sir, Chennai. At present, now I am the secretary of Indian Yoga Association, Tamil Nadu State Chapter Committee, and also among the executive council member of Indian Yoga Association, New Delhi.
Wow.
So I am a retired professor and I am fully concentrating on these activities, association activities, and by promoting yoga in India and other parts of the world in so many platforms.
Great.
So this is my just what I am doing that I have told you.
Wow. So blessed to have you, sir, on our podcast. So welcome again, sir. And how you start your yoga journey? How you introduced to yoga, sir?
As for my career, school days itself, used to do yogic practices. Very particularly, Saguna meditation, I used to sit for longer time. Since after that, college and university level, it became education session. And when I was working as physical education at Madurai University of Physical Education, I attended an interview at Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University for the yoga department. By the time I had a few courses in yoga and also I have done my yoga topic in that PhD level, MPhil level. So from MPhil and PhD levels, my topic oriented to yoga. So because of that, I got selected at Sports University 15 years back, professor and also head of the department of yoga. So that time, only from 2014, yoga has become widely popular. So before that, we in that university regular courses in MSc Yoga. First time we have started MPhil program and first time we have started PhD programs.
Great.
That is first time in Tamil Nadu state. So he was the first person to appointed as professor level in Tamil Nadu government universities.
Wow.
First professor. So that was my journey. And after that, we used a number of MPhils and PhDs, MSc students like that, and all more than 25,000 students the world we produced through that sports university. After retiring from that sports university, I joined at Meenakshi at Chennai. From there also, I introduced all courses in that deemed to be university and it is functioning well. But now I am concentrating on promotion of yoga in society, various levels.
Great. Wow. So during that time, you are like yoga pioneer, yoga department. You are starting some yoga new departments in universities for MPhil, PhD programs. So what challenges during, what challenges do you feel during that journey? Because yoga is like a new subject, or everybody knows, yes, yoga
Yeah.
is to practice, but how to study yoga? So please tell us.
They did, of course, they didn't oppose MSc degree course. So we introduced distance education programs also in yoga at that time. More than 20 courses in yoga and related sciences we introduced and we were conducting. So no one was opposing that time. I introduced MPhil and PhD. Many major institutions in Tamil Nadu they were wondering how it would be possible, how you can do like that and all. So mildly, they didn't oppose in a straight manner, but they opposed, and that came into my point of consideration. I didn't bother about that because very well that I had to do something if I have been given. So we proceeded with MPhil and PhDs. So that time no one was in that area, research area. Introduced. The plus point is those who opposed mildly when I was introducing MPhil and PhD, they themselves came forward to make their children to join MPhil and PhD programs.
Lovely.
That is the plus point of our profession.
Exactly. The power of, matlab, literally the power of education and the power of yoga methods, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. So, sir, you are the, matlab, the best person to ask ki how you can, what you can suggest to a newcomer, how they can start their yoga journey as a professional or as a yoga enthusiast or as a yoga career, how they can start their journey.
So our eligibility rule is that any person who completed any degree can join MSc programs. So in plus two, if any subjects, if he passed out, he can join in BSc programs.
Wow.
And for your kind information, in Tamil Nadu, we were the first to introduce BSc in yoga, BSc in yoga therapy. Regular courses also we conducted, and they used to wonder how we could shine in yoga like that, and all the students would ask, and parents also they used to ask like that. But we gave confidence and we cited the possibilities of getting jobs. So they accepted our reply and they made to join in various programs. That is the history now. Now, for your kind information, present we are having more than PhDs, 100 PhDs in Tamil Nadu of our introduction of that degree for the first time in Tamil Nadu.
Oh, that's so good, sir. We feel so proud to, matlab, the Tamil Nadu is going so. That's so good. Wow. So feel blessed as a yoga education pioneer. What do you feel? Some positivity, some positive, or some blessed thing, or any incident if you want to share as a yoga pioneer or as a yoga matlab ke yoga student or yoga education worker. If you want to share any incident or any event or anything, please share us.
When we introduced that courses, we used to frame syllabus. The
Hmm.
first time we used to frame syllabus, so with various what the things are going on at present scenario, every 3 years we used to change. For example, at the first time, you know very well that our Prime Minister Modi ji introduced yoga to the world in the United Nations organization. First time, he emphasized two areas that yoga would be helpful for health, yoga would be a therapeutic model, therapeutic tool for persons throughout the world. Like that, in two areas he introduced. So I could understand every 3 years we used to change syllabus according to the need of the society. So
Wow.
at the beginning, we introduced only yoga related concepts
Hmm.
related to education like
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Then after that, we could understand the importance of yogic diet also.
Wow.
And we introduced yogic diet. After some time, we could understand that won't be much be helpful if they know only about yoga. So we included allied sciences, very particularly traditional systems of medicine like Ayurveda, Siddha. So that things also we introduced. Now, our point is now, International Day of Yoga, the theme was to promote total well-being of an individual. So we framed and we are following the method to produce a student, not only as a student, but also as a teacher for promoting total well-being, not only for them, but for the societies also.
Wow.
So the students also, they not that much interested at the beginning stage. After taking in person, attracted much and they have taken in various other places also they are introducing. Example, when I became the secretary of Indian Yoga Association, so in that Indian Yoga Association, almost all the members are holders of yoga, might be
Hmm.
either BSc or MSc, BSc, MPhil or PhD, all educated personalities. And at the beginning, one thing I want to tell you, at the beginning, when I was being appointed as the professor, I had a chance to go to Coimbatore conference. There I met Subbu Bhayaji. He stayed in the same room for 3 to 4 days.
Wow.
So I was new to the field of yoga at that time, though I know something about yoga. But we had long discussions with Subbu Bhaiya for those 3 or 4 days. Then I could get lot of information from that dialogue between me and Subbu Bhaiya. What we had the dialogue between Lord Shiva and Parvati. So that kind of information that I could get, I could get support, I could get from Subbu Bhaiya. Now it is the history.
Lovely. Yeah, Subbu Bhaiya is like blessing to us. He supported so much
Yes.
on our podcast,
Yeah.
also suggesting good names and suggesting you like people to just grow ourselves. That's so good. So now we are just doing Yoga Association Chennai chapter. So community Indian Yoga Association का जो chapter है in Chennai, मतलब how activities to serve more better for our upcoming future students actually. Please tell us.
Actually, if you see, there are so many areas in yoga. What I predict, you know very well about out of 146 crore Indian, 130 crore people in India are having one or other diseases.
Hmm.
For example, crore people are affected by overweight and obesity.
Hmm.
35 crore are affected by diabetes.
Hmm.
And also high BP, that is hypertension, that 40 crore people are being affected. So we could see a lot of problems in the society, health wise. So what we have done, we are doing, preparing the students, as far as my experience is concerned, my prediction is concerned, there are three main areas in yoga. Of course, there are so many. Future, those who want to aspire in yoga profession, wise, yoga and health. Of course, apart from yoga and philosophy, health-oriented practices we need more. Competitions are also very popular. We are going to introduce in Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, and Olympic Games in
Hmm.
future. In
Lovely.
Olympics, if we conduct in 2036 Olympics, if we conduct in India, there is a possibility for yoga. So yoga competitions also a big area that we can concentrate. And is therapeutic area. That is
Hmm.
what I have told you. Also, these three areas: yoga education, competitions, and also what we call therapeutic side.
Therapeutic
Oh,
method.
for your kind information, now the force in 2050, it will be 102 crore people where will be what 44 crore children, 25 crore children are going to schools. The remaining people want to learn yoga where they will go. Present out of 146 crores, only around 20 crore people are doing yogic practice.
Hmm.
The people we have to cover. At the same time, in order to overcome the diseases and also concentrating on workforce, we ought to go for yoga centers. What Monika is having
Now, how yoga future flourished in like with Olympics or with yoga competition and yoga therapeutic methods and yoga education. So please tell us more about this. It's so good to have.
point is present in the society, I could see three major problems. There is no control over mind of the people. So controlling mind is, and whatever they do job, they are not fulfilling the job because their actions, their functions are not 100%. The devotion and the commitment is not up to the mark. Third point, whatever they do, they are not treating success or failure in a balanced state.
Exactly. Yes.
Emotional inefficiency, emotional imbalance is more in the society. So these three are the problems. Answer could be yoga can do all to rectify all these problems. Nirodhaka, that was Patanjali told. Controlling mind is yoga. And Karmashu Kosalam, excellence in action is yoga. And also, yoga samatvam uchet. That is, it will give balance for your day-to-day life. The problems are major three categories. That three categories can be overcome or can lead to happiness. These our life can become more blissful state and also happy yogic way of life. Yogic way of life is included two main areas, that is yogic practices you have to do, yogic diet you have to follow. 80% of your life could be more happier if you follow these two areas. 80% of the problems will get rid of you do yogic practices and when you take yogic diet. That is the point of thinking that we have to enhance yogic practices and yogic way of life. That not only India, we have to promote throughout the world because in the world at present we are having 820 crore people. Only 230 crore people are taking, they are having somewhat yogic practices. Out of 820 crore, only 140 crore are in good health condition.
Hmm.
Out of 820 crore people, only 300 crore people are taking healthy diet. So the
Hmm.
remaining are being affected. If they want to improve further, for example, in yogic diet, I told you, problems are much on diet pattern. So among all these concepts, I already told you that only 140 crore people are healthy in the world. Target is in a short period of time, we have to reach at least 300 crore people in a
Exactly.
good healthy condition. So
Hmm.
if we have to fulfill that aim, we ought to embrace yogic practices. That was our Prime Minister during Deepavali conversation. He requested Indians, you please do your health first point. Also, he told us to limit our oil intake 10%. We have to follow. And the third point, what he emphasized, embrace yoga.
Hmm.
So, at the present scenario, if we want to become a third world economical country, or if we want to become number one country in 2047, we follow yogic way of life, we can reach and we can do wonders in the world.
बहुत बढ़िया सर, बिल्कुल सही, वेरी गुड। वाओ, इट्स सो गुड सर। नाउ वी आर जस्ट कमिंग ऑन द एक्चुअली द कंक्लूजन ऑफ द सेशन। सो conclude the session and how you what you suggest to our student, our yoga actually lovers. So please suggest some advice.
Whoever might be, I want to emphasize transformation is needed. It is the need of the hour. What we have to follow if we want to transformative our career, our life, 3 points we have to keep it in our mind. General public. So he started giving trouble to yogis also. Then yogis told, you are doing wrong things. If you do the same, even your relatives won't accept you as a good person. So that time his action started. He realized his sin. Third point, he resolved to have a good life. So by following these three aspects, he became a good person and he gave worthy treasure to the whole world, Ramayana.
Exactly.
We need transformation. If you want to become transformative, you have to have the principles of reflection, session, and resolve. And at the outset, mother's milk is not for mother, but for the child. Fruits are not for the trees, but for the society. Fragrance of the flowers not for the
Flowers.
plants. Dear yogis, not for us, but for the society. Thank you very much, Monica.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। बड़ा बहुत बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके। दैट्स सो गुड। एंड व्यूवर से भी वी हैव रिक्वेस्टेड द ऑल द व्यूवर्स, इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस अबाउट योगा, योगा एजुकेशन, वी कैन डायरेक्टली आस्क टू द सर। यू कैन पुट योर questions to the comment box, and I also connect with sir with on the mention the email or the social media handles, so you can connect direct with the sir. Thank you so much sir, being with us.
Thank you very much.